to you.
Hi guys. Anyhow, I've not done my emetics video for some time now because I've been kind of busy. So anyway, let's get into it. The last time we talked about like the mental universe and mental transmutation. So today we're going to be talking about the oil. Yes, what is the oil? Because if we're going to be like studying the Kabbalah, we'll come across the word the oil, the oil, the oil, the oil all the time. So like we need to know, okay, what is this oil that they're always referring to? What they refer to as the oil? But like it's kind of explanatory in itself. The oil is not like, it's not anything and it's also not nothing. So like the axiom that began like this the explanation of the oil is they actually start by they start talking first. They start talking about substantial reality, and actually substantial reality is not anything else. It's just like what's underneath everything. The axiom here for like the oil, because at first they're referring to substantial reality, and the axiom here is that under and back of the universe of time, space and change is ever to be found the substantial reality. That is the fundamental truth. So what they mean here, substance means that which underlines all outward manifestation. Substance is that which is under all outward manifestation, the essence and the essential reality, the thing in itself. That I'm talking about substance, sometimes the thing itself. Substantial means actually existing, and being the essential element, being real. Reality means the state of being real, true, enduring, valid, fixed, permanent or actual. So being real is being like permanent, being actual, being valid, and substantial is being the essential element in the real, as in what is underneath. Just the these emetic principles, they are not like to be taken, just read it and move on. Like you get it, but like when you start diving into it and start saying like the question is like in the past I used to ask my teacher and my teacher always told me that because I was a very curious child. My teacher at the time, they taught us theory about how the world was created in 7 days, which is, by the way, a fucking lie. The world wasn't fucking created in fucking 7 days. It's just all Christian propaganda. But anyway, then I used to ask my teacher like, okay, so if God was the first person, if God was the person that created everybody, then who created God? That kind of thing. So like, there are some questions that you've been asking that will kind of sound like, who created God? So nobody created God. So according to like under, so anyway, that's substance, and under and behind all outward appearances and manifestation, there must always be like something substantial. You understand? There must always be a substantial fucking reality under whatever is going on. I want to take a little break and go fucking spray my hair because my hair is looking a little dry. Yeah, a little dry, and spray my hair. Yeah, so my book is here to my trusty everyday emetic book that I always be using. But like my second phone is also here. So if you see me looking down, I'm moving around, I'm trying to gather things. So I'm like, we're still on the substantial reality shit, right? So under and behind all outward appearances and manifestations, there must always be a substantial reality. Man, considering the universe of which is a unit, sees nothing but change in matter, forces, and mental states. He realizes that nothing really is, but that everything is becoming and changing. Nothing stands still. Everything is being born, growing, and dying. The very instant a thing reaches its height, it begins to decline. The law of rhythm is constantly in operation, and there is no reality. There's no reality enduring quality of anything fixed in reality. As in, nothing is fixed. What like the passage says that, like as a man, what we see is that things go up and come down. Like there's nothing fixed, and that's like that's why we need to like know what substantial reality. There's no fixity or substantiality in reality. So like in anything and nothing, so everything and nothing is permanent, but from other things and resolving into other things. So things are always resolving into other things and dissolving and becoming other things, and like that's why we keep referring back to the substantial reality, so that we don't lose like the focus of where we're coming from and what we're going through. So but it sees all things evolving from other things and resolving into other things, like I just said, and a constant action and reaction, inflow and outflow, building up and tearing down, creation and destruction, birth, growth, death. Nothing endures, nothing stays but change. And if he's a thinking man, he realizes that all of these things that are changing must be but outward appearances or manifestation of some underlying power, some substantial reality. So that what I'm trying to say in a very confusing way. Since when all these crazy things are happening, you have to know that there's something underlying, there's something by which it is manifesting from. You understand? Like when you see a child misbehaving now, you don't just blame the child or something. Why am I even referring to a child? I mean, there's a mind in everything. So like that mind now, that's what they're trying to refer to as the substantial reality. As in, some gurus like to think that everything, even inanimate objects, even my crush here has a mind. So like that mind is like one of the driving evolutionary forces. So when things change, it's because they want to change. Like that's their nature. You understand? So all thinkers in all land and in all times have assumed the necessity for postulating the existence of the substantial reality. Men have given to this substantial reality many names. Some have made it a deity. Of course, some have made like what they refer to as substantial reality. What is propelling this? What is on that? What is that thing that is making everything evolve? That's what they're trying to refer to as substantial reality. It's nothing. You can't grasp it, and yet you cannot ungrasp it. It's just there. You just gotta glide in and glide out and glide out, and you just gotta be crazy. You gotta be kind of crazy to be able to want to read this kind of thing. You understand? I still want to try to explain it, even if you don't fucking understand it. Anyway, but I know I understand it because I've read the cable like 4 times. No, complete, like from beginning to the end though. And of course, my favorite one is the principle of gender. You know, I like how gender recognizes everyone as not just because of their vagina or their penis. So like gender is my best principle. But when we get there, you will see the excitement in me when we start talking about gender. But now we're talking about like the whole, and the all is not something that somebody can like explain, but it's also not something that somebody cannot explain. So you just gotta know like it's somewhere in between. You just gotta take it or leave it, or take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying. Even when I watch the video, I'll be like, I don't know what I'm saying, but I think I know what I'm saying. Anyway, so some people have actually called this substantial reality a god. Some people have tried to worship it. Some are called it the infinite and eternal energy. Others have tried to call it matter, but all have acknowledged its existence, that is important. The fact that they acknowledge the existence, even if they might be right or wrong about it. Some refer to it as matter, some refer to it as mind, some refer to it as energy. So the hemetic name for this underlying source, this substantial reality, is the all. So that is where the all comes in. Okay, when you're talking about substantial reality, what is underneath? What is that driving force? What is that mind? That is the all. Like it can be collective, it can be separated, it can be absolute, it can be relative. It's just something that is just there, something that will still be there even when you go. Something that will keep happening. Like when you die, the bury 6 feet under the ground, you decay, things are going and going and going and going and going and going. Like that is substantial. Things are like happening and unhappening and happening and unhappening, rhythm and unrhythm, like one pole to another, one pole to another. Like there has to be something in the middle. That thing that is like the light, the heart and soul is the all. And every other like principle just like vibrate and bounces like around it. Which I don't know why I'm trying to give that kind of metaphor For who? I don't know. Any freaking way. So the hemetic masters, they assert that the inner nature of the all is unknowable. This must be so, because even the all itself cannot even know or even comprehend its own nature. The hermetics believe and teach that the all in itself is and must ever be unknowable. That's one of like the most important factor of it. Like that's the knowing factor of the all. It's unknowable. That's why it is what it is. So they regard all the theories, guesses, and speculations of the theologians and metaphysicians regarding the inner nature of the all as but childish efforts of mortal mind to grasp the secret of the infinite. Such efforts have always been foiled and will always fail from the very nature of the task. And on the very nature of the task, one pursuing such enquiries travels around in a labyrinth of thought until he is lost to all sane reasoning, action, or conduct, and is utterly unfitted for the work of life. So he's like a squirrel which frantically runs around circling the treadmill wheel of his cage. You know that treadmill thing that inside for all those squirrel and guinea pigs. You are like that if you are trying to understand what the all means. That's that. You see, I don't know. I get the analogy of when I asked my teacher about what is God, they're like, yeah, you keep asking who God is, who is Godfather. Like even when you get who Godmother is, like you want to know who gave birth to Godmother, who gave birth to Godfather. So that's what I mean by that squirrel. Crazy, right? It's crazy. We should be talking crazy, but anyhow, you love me when you love me. That's the shit. Anyway, let's leave the craziness for the crazy people. And I don't even know if my voice is still audible. Yes, it is. So running around the treadmill on his cage, traveling ever and yet reaching nowhere. Now when you keep traveling in your little squirrel cage, trying to know the meaning of everything, yeah, you're going so fast and you're going so far, yet you're still in that same spot. You understand? Just like when you're like on a, what do you call that shit? You know, it's also called a treadmill. The exercising one, you know, I don't work out, so like I don't. But the treadmill though, like when I go to the gym, I've been doing that. Anyway, what was that? I just distract myself a lot. Okay. Let me take some. Frantically running around the treadmill, traveling forever and yet going nowhere, and at the end still a prisoner and still standing in his cage and still standing just where it started. So if you want to get this kind of thing, just get it. You don't gotta like stress your fucking brain. Like it's innate in you. Once you know what it is, you know what it is, you understand. So and even more laughable are those that try to ascribe to the all human emotion, feelings, and characteristics, even down to the pettiest qualities of mind, such as jealousy, susceptibility to flattery and praise, desire for offerings and worship. You know, that right there, yeah, that right there. And when humans try to ascribe human qualities onto like inanimate things, also things as powerful as the all, or when they call like a god, that's the full story of Christianity. Is that it not? Seriously, like they try to make it sound like God needs your money, God needs your fucking praise. Like God knows it's beautiful. He knows it is great. He fucking knows. But you're going to just help them make their church just sound more lively, or just like a lot of things need to change in the world right now for people to really start like, I don't even know, maybe I'm not even perfect, but like it is what it is. I am who I am. I'm going to say what I say. So anyway, let's just skip over there. It's like, and even so don't try to ascribe human qualities like jealousy and stuff like that on things that are like higher vibration and God. Don't do that. It's crazy, it's stupid. Do what you need to do. Play by your karma. Be good to others and others will be good to you. Don't fool yourself, okay? Don't be an hypocrite. Just be okay. Live your life as a normal, usual person. You don't gotta make all the fuss and all the noise about it, okay? Okay. It may be proper for me to state that we make a distinction between religion and theology, and between philosophy and metaphysics. I'm reading from straight from the Bible as I've been doing. So religion to us means that intuitional realization of the existence of the all and one's relationship to it. That is religion. You can just be religious, but you don't have to be like a theology. While theology means the attempt of men to ascribe personalities and qualities and characteristics to it. So what they said regarding the religion and God, I shifted this fucking camera again, and theology, like from this passage there that I highlighted, I think it's kind of important. So I'm going to read the passage to you, and my reading skills is kind of cranky if I'm going to like be reading there, right? Fuck it. Anyway, they said like at this point it may be proper for me to state that we make distinction between religion and theology, between philosophy and metaphysics. Religion to us means that intuitional realization of the existence of the all. That all that we'll be talking about, the all. So that religion means like people like, okay, yeah, there's something that is greater than me. There's something that I consider that is actually bigger than me. That is like, you can be religious on your own. And in the past, people just used to be religious before they turned into like an institution. And let me go to the next paragraph. And theology means the attempt of men to ascribe personality, qualities and characteristics to it. Their theories regarding its affairs, will, desires, plans and designs, and their assumption of the office of middlemen between the all and the people. Do you hear this? Theology is basically what our Christianity is. I'm not going against it. Funny enough, I love Christianity. I love Christianity. I'm a fucking Christian. My name is Joy. But like that doesn't mean like there's some, when I see fiction, I call it fiction, okay? And yeah, I'm not even saying what I'm reading now is like the most perfect shit out there. But how can you put yourself as the middleman between God and the people, and you put yourself as the middleman, and then say it's God that sent you, and zumba, and God told you to collect money from them and blah blah blah, and God told them to make you the Pope, make you the pastor, make you the you know, like the all is not something that you can actually give such. That's what I'm saying. You don't give such attributes. It's greater than that. It's bigger than that. It's not that petty. It's not that deep. It's not looking for that. That's why I like. Even if people don't really like the New World movement and like the QAnon, I don't like the QAnon people. Of course, they are crazy. But like I really like there's some of the New World views I really think they are great, because like especially me, I'm queer. I'm gay, and I can't be. There's no, imagine being a religion that there's no like space for you, like oh I say no provision for you, like yeah, you shouldn't even be doing what you're doing is like wrong, which, and it's not. Anyway, let me continue reading. They just make rules and say the odds. They don't, and then like the very process of attaching those like human attributes on something that is greater than human. That is where, you know, the that where it starts from. So anyway, you know, when I don't have words, I try to I'll kind of make up my own words any fucking way. So like, carrying inquiry over and beyond the boundaries into regions unknowable and unthinkable. Okay, I'm sorry. So and that's theology means the attempt of men. The philosophy to us means the inquiry after knowledge of things knowable and thinkable, while metaphysics means the attempt to carry the inquiry over and beyond the boundaries and into regions unknowable and unthinkable, and with the same tendency as that of theology. And consequently, both religion and philosophy mean to us things having roots in reality, while theology and metaphysics seem like broken reeds rooted in the quicksand of ignorance and affording not but the most insecure support for the mind or soul of man. We do not insist upon our students accepting these definitions mention them merely to show our position at any rate. So the funny thing here is that they say that the real things here to them is religion and philosophy, while theology and metaphysics are just made up. Anything theology related and metaphysics related are made up, because it's like, for instance now, religion is like knowing that there's something greater than you and knowing that there's the all. But when they try to make it an organization, that's when they make it like a group where you need to bring money, gather, and like make it an organization on its own. That's theology, because you cannot ascribe you cannot give human characteristics to something that is greater than you. So, but I'm nearly done. I'm so happy. This chapter, I'm so happy. But while the essential nature of the all is unknowable, there are certain truths connected with its existence, which the human mind finds itself compelled to accept. And an examination of these reports from proper subject of inquiry, particularly as they agree with the report of the masters. And to this inquiry, we now invite you that which is the fundamental truth, the substantial reality, is beyond. In its essence, it is unknowable, but the report of the reason must be hospitably received and treated with respect. I've been looking there, I'm looking at my book. So that's just how I fucking saw. So the human reason whose report we must accept, so long as we think at all, inform us as follows regarding the all, and that without attempting to remove the veil of the unable. This means that, like, this point I'm about to read out, that I wrote, that I copied out, they'll actually try to explain the all without actually removing the veil from it, so we can still try and get a little glimpse inside. Number one, the all must be all that really is. There can be nothing else, there can be nothing existing outside on else. He said that the all must be all that really is. There must be nothing existing outside the all, else the all must not be the all. Dumb, it's one of their points. The second one, the all must be infinite, for there is nothing else to define, confine, bound, limit, or restrict the all. It must be infinite in time or eternal. It must have always continuously existed, for there is nothing else to have ever created it, and something can never evolve from nothing. And if it had ever not been, even for a moment, it will not be now. Now I know why people don't make this video. Anyway, it must continuously exist forever, for there is nothing to destroy it, and it can never not be, even for a moment, because something can never become nothing. It must be infinite in space, and it must be everywhere, for there is no place outside of the all. It cannot be otherwise than continuous in space without break, cessation, separation, or interruption, for there is nothing to break, separate, or interrupt it continuously, and nothing with which to fill in the gaps. It must be infinite in power or absolute, for there is nothing to limit, restrict, confine, disturb, or condition it. It is subject to no other power, for there is no other power. The all now just refers to everything, and what I really think they're really referring to the Holy Spirit. So the all must be illimitable, immutable, or not subject to change in its real nature, for there is nothing to work changes upon it, nothing into which it has changed or from which it must have changed from. It cannot be added to or subtracted from, increased or diminished, nor become greater or lesser in any respect whatsoever. It must have always been and must always be. They're just saying it can't change. It is just it is like constant. So like anybody that is trying to penetrate the whole and tell you that they penetrated it is a lie. It can't change. So the all being infinite, absolute, eternal, and unchangeable. god, I'm really bringing myself closer. See, my sister entered the room and making the video. It was so weird, like I can never be free again. And it's so like you're saying all that, you can't be like. Anyway, so the all being infinite, absolute, and eternal, unchangeable, it must follow that anything finite, changeable, fleeting, and condition cannot be the all, and there is nothing outside the all in reality any and all such finite things must be nothing in reality. We see around nothing else. We see around us that which is called matter, which forms the physical foundation for all forms, is the all merely matter, not at all. Is the all merely matter, not at all. The all is not at all matter. Can you just see how many alls are there? But I can't, like, after this one, the next one is Divine Paradox. All of them are fucking confusing, and I picked this particular book to make content on. I don't know why. I'm crazy, because I can do makeup, I can do reactions, I can do everything, but I really just want to just try my best and fool myself as much as possible, trying to make a video trying to explain the K balloon, because like I didn't really see any video really trying to explain it. Or but like it's true, I put my heart and soul into this book, because I actually copied it from, I used 3 PDFs, like over 3 different PDFs, to actually combine this. And like, but I'm not done the next chapter, the mental universe. Okay, it's not Divine Paradox, the mental universe. I think I've done video on Divine Paradox. How many videos have I even done? The whole I've not done. I think Divine Paradox is still down. I'm just here shouting Divine Paradox. When we get there, I'll explain that here. So like they said, the all is not matter, not at all. You see, matter cannot manifest life or mind, and as life and mind are manifested in the universe, the all cannot be matter, for nothing rises higher than its own source. So the all is not matter, because the all is it cannot just be matter, because the all has a mind of its own. Okay, the all is something that is beyond space and time and everything. So like, it's not something that we can see and change by our, like, the all is something that evolves itself. It's like everything and nothing joined together. So people that say the all is part of, but they're trying to find like dark matter. Personally, I don't think there's anything known as dark. Like if you read because I study a lot of alchemy books, and if you want me to do any videos on alchemy, tell me, because I really like alchemy. Because what made me even read Kebalon was alchemy. Because when I read my alchemy, some of my alchemical books, they were always referring to the hermetists. Not like they were not referring to them, but they will mention them once in a while. That's how I like get introduced to things. So that's how I got into the Kebalon through what was I saying? I got into Kebalon through alchemy. And I got into alchemy through sacred geometry. So the other things that I can literally do and literally talk about, and literally, like, if I talk about alchemy, yeah, girl, I talk about my sulfur, talk about black matter, I talk about the black phase, the white phase. Like, what am I saying? I like the very idea of alchemy, and I like art alchemy. I like giving our body and soul like an art, and saying one is mercury, one is sulfur, and we can bring it together and make ourselves turn our art into gold. But anyway, let's just finish the whole video. So like I said, nothing can rise as in higher than its own source. Nothing is ever manifested in an effect that is not in the cause. Nothing is involved as a consequence that is not involved as an antecedent. And then modern science informs us that there is really no such thing as matter, that which we call matter is merely interrupted energy or force, that is energy or force that is a low rate of vibration. As a recent writer said, matter has melted into mystery. Even material science has abandoned the theory of matter and now rests on the basis of energy. So you see why we say the all cannot be matter, because see even matter on its own, everything that they call matter now is we cannot just see them. It's just very 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 small. Their energies, vibrating energies clustered together to make us see it like this. Because if we're in a world that we can separate energies, we'll be able to, our hand will be able to pass through this. Like, I'm on my storage full. I had to go and clear some things, so let's like rush through that and this one. So like, since like, so they said, okay, then the all, then is the all energy of force? Because okay, matter, since the all is not matter, and even matter is not matter. Matter is a bunch of vibration and clustered energies joined together that we can't see, but because of like we two are like the same, were made through with the same matter vibration clustered together that we can't see through our eye. And if we're not even made of matter, our hand will be able to pass through this. So like, what is the all vibration? Is the all energy, or is all force? So no, not energy, not force. As the materialists, as the materialists use the term for their energy and force are blind mechanical things devoted and devoid of life and mind. So also they said, oh no, the all can be that, because yeah, the all actually has life and mind. The all actually manifests life and mind. The all is the all is greater than that. So the all cannot be like mechanical energy and vibrations that even we humans, we can even manipulate energy and make it like, how can you solar energy and turn it to electricity, or can turn mechanical energy to electricity? So no, that can be the all. So life and mind can never evolve from blind energy or force for the reason for the reason given moment ago. Nothing can rise higher than its source. Nothing is evolved unless it is involved. Nothing manifests in the effect unless it is in the cause. And so the all cannot be energy or force. For if it were, then there would be no such thing as life and mind existence. And we know better than that, for we are alive and using mind to consider this very question. So like, yeah, we are alive. So yeah, the all cannot be mechanical things that even we can manipulate, because the all is bigger than us. So it cannot be something that it cannot be like blind mechanical energy. So like, as I was saying, so we know that that can't be it now. And so are those who claim that energy or force is everything that is there. And to those who claim that energy and to those who claim that energy and force is everything, what is there that is higher than matter or energy that we know to be existing in the universe? What is that we know? That all of us know that evident, and higher than any vibration or any force or any energy. What is it that's very powerful that we're using right now? Yeah, our mind. So the mind is actually bigger than that. Life and mind in the universe. So life and mind in all varying degrees and unfoldment is greater than any kind of energy, because it's separate from energy. It manifests its own energy. It's like everything that has life and mind in it is like a whole universe on its own. So it's not something that like, they all cannot be those like mechanically moved like force or energy. No. So do you mean to tell us that the all is life and mind? Yes and no is our answer. Because yeah, you can't know what the all is. If you mean life and mind as we know, then we say no. The all is not that. It's not that. But what kind of life and mind do you mean? Okay, the answer is the living mind, the collective, as far above that we mortals know by those words, as life and mind are higher than mechanical forces or matter. Infinite, as life and mind that we have on earth are higher than mechanical forces, infinite living mind is higher than our finite life and mind. And I'll come back to that. So we mean that which the illumined souls mean when they reverently pronounce the word spirit. So the mean here now that, okay, so the all, is it the collective? No, you can't say it is that. Like, no one knows what it really is, but we shall know what it is. So we know what it is. We know what it's above it and we know what is below. No, we don't know what's above it, but we know what it is not, but we don't know what it is. So it's just a very crazy, confusing, but like that's how we gotta take it. That's the cable along for you. But when you read it, you get your own, like, you get your own you get your own understanding from it. So when they say spirit here, the all is infinite living mind. The illumined can call it spirit. So when they refer to spirit, Holy Spirit, any kind of spirit, like not any kind of spirit, don't mind me, I'm started talking out of the back of my head. I mean the collective, the mind that even we cannot comprehend. We only know about our life and mind and about that of humans. There are other planes of I want to start sounding like them now, sharp. The other there's just like how we are above the life and mind and of other animals. They are just have to accept it. As above goes below. There has to be a living mind that is actually above all this. Some know that in the Kebon actually say we are all in the mind of the all. So we're actually probably playing a film or a drama on Netflix in the mind of the all. So thank you for tuning on this crazy episode. And the next one is gonna be even crazier, and we're gonna be talking about the mental universe in this fucking next one. So please tune in, please watch to the fucking end. And I love you, I like you, you're everything to me. And yeah, like, subscribe, do all the things that we do. And please tell me tell me the videos you want me to make. And yeah, I want to make a video actually introducing myself, and yeah, and I want to start making anti-MLM content and reaction videos. So tune in for that, and I promise you I'm a lot of fun. Forget about my past videos, like the ones I made before today that I'm not wearing this hair and this shirt. Those are the past. Every day we're learning, we're getting better. I'm very sure this video, when I finish editing, it's going to be better than the other ones that I previously have. But now I'm feeling like a genius. Anyway, so tune in next time to the mental universe, and me tata out.